A term neonate, okay, a term neonate with a birth weight of 2700 grams, which is a good birth weight. What do you mean by low birth weight neonate? So low birth weight neonate is a neonate whose birth weight is less than 2500 grams or 2.5 kgs. Okay. So here we have a term neonate with a birth weight of 2700 grams who is otherwise well. Okay. No other issues are there and is exclusively breastfed. So for how long exclusive breastfeeding is recommended in neonates? So it is for the first 6 months of life. Okay. Presents for routine evaluation. So as such, there is no problem in the baby. The baby has just been brought for a checkup. His total serum bilirubin is found to be how much? 14 milligram per dl on day 5. So we need to know whether a bilirubin of 14 milligram per dl on day 5 is normal or abnormal. And if it is abnormal, what needs to be done for the treatment? Okay. So your options here are what is the management. So the options are whether you start phototherapy. So phototherapy, you know, is the use of that bluish colored light to treat neonatal jaundice. Okay. So whether you give phototherapy or you do exchange transfusion, which is done in very severe cases of neonatal jaundice. We have to do exchange transfusion where we remove some blood of the baby and replace it with fresh blood. Okay. Or we stop breastfeeding for 2 days or no active treatment is required. So what do you think is the answer to this question? So it is 14 milligram per dl of bilirubin on day 5 of life. So let us see how to approach this question. So, you know, in practice, what we do is we have these nomograms or charts available. So, in these charts, what we do is based on the age of the baby, we plot the bilirubin value. Okay. And we see, so if the bilirubin, in an otherwise well-term baby, if the bilirubin level is falling above this line, only then we need to go in for phototherapy. Okay. So if the bilirubin level is falling anywhere above this line, you need to do phototherapy. Otherwise, you need not do anything. So if it is falling anywhere in this zone, do phototherapy, otherwise nothing. Now what is given in our scenario? So day 5 of life, we have day 5 of life and bilirubin level of 14 milligram per dl. So let us see where does it fall. So can you see day 5 of life? So this is day 5 of life. Okay. And you have a bilirubin level of 14 milligram per dl. So somewhere here would be 14 milligram per dl. So day 5 of life and 14 milligram per dl would fall here. Okay. So you can see it is falling well below this yellow zone that we discussed above. So this child, this neonate does not require phototherapy. So nothing is required. So, you know, there is something known as physiological jaundice of newborn. All neonates are going to develop some amount of jaundice, but we only need to treat it if it is pathological. So if the bilirubin would have been in the yellow zone, would have been above this red line, above this line that we have drawn here. So if bilirubin would have been above this line, only then phototherapy would have been required. But as you can see here, the bilirubin is falling well below that line. So no treatment is required, okay, for this baby. So exclusive breastfeeding needs to be continued. You can reassure the parents and no treatment is required. So the best answer for this question is no active treatment required. But you know, in your exams, you may not be supplied with these charts that you see here, the nomogram. So I'll tell you some simple rules of the thumb, okay? Some simple cutoff values which you may remember to decide whether phototherapy is required for a baby or not, okay? So we are talking about indications of phototherapy in a otherwise well-term neonate. So otherwise well means the baby does not have neonatal sepsis or, you know, RH incompatibility or any other problem. Okay, otherwise well-term neonate we are talking about. Okay, so indications for phototherapy. So indications for phototherapy in a otherwise well-term neonate. Okay, in an otherwise well-term neonate. So I'll tell you some approximate values which you may use to decide whether to do phototherapy or not. Okay. So this again, as we said, it is based on the age of the baby in hours or days. Okay. So age of the baby and cutoff bilirubin. So this bilirubin is usually, we take it in milligrams per DL. Okay. So for a baby whose age is between 24 to 48 hours. Okay. So 24 to 48 hours, we do phototherapy only if the bilirubin level is more than 15 milligram per DL. Okay. For a baby between 48 to 72 hours age, we do phototherapy if the bilirubin level is more than 18. While for a baby more than 72 hours age, phototherapy is required only if the bilirubin level is more than 20. So our baby falls in this category. The age of the baby is 5 days. That is more than 72 hours. So for this baby, phototherapy is required only if the bilirubin level is more than 20. But in this case, we saw the bilirubin level is only 14 milligram per DL. That means no treatment is required for this baby. Okay. So these are the cutoff values that we need to remember to decide whether to give phototherapy for neonatal jaundice or not. Okay. Now, in babies with very severe jaundice, we need to do exchange transfusion, as we said, which means that we will take out some blood of the baby. So there is a calculation which you need not know at this point of time, but we calculate the amount and we take out some blood from the baby. Along with the blood of the baby, you are also taking out the bilirubin. And in case of RH or ABO incompatibility, you are also taking out the antibodies of mother which have gone to the baby. So you take out that blood and give fresh blood to the baby. Replace it with fresh blood, equal volume. So that is what you do in exchange transfusion. And it is done in really severe cases of neonatal jaundice. Okay. So what are the cutoffs for exchange transfusion that is usually used? So similarly, in practice, just like phototherapy, so we have these graphs for exchange transfusion. Okay. So if the baby's bilirubin level is falling only above this line, for otherwise well-termed baby, only then you need to do exchange transfusion, otherwise not. Okay. So you can see that beyond 72 hours of life, okay, beyond the age of 72 hours, phototherapy, this exchange transfusion is required only if the bilirubin level is more than 25. Okay. So I'll tell you some cutoffs which you may use to decide whether to do exchange transfusion or not in a otherwise well-termed neonate. Okay. So age and exchange transfusion cutoff. That means if the bilirubin level is more than this, you need to do exchange transfusion. Okay. So exchange transfusion cutoff. So that is again in milligrams per DL. Okay. So at 24 to 48 hours of life, exchange transfusion is recommended only if the bilirubin level is more than 20 milligram per DL. Okay. So you can see at a very high bilirubin level only we do exchange transfusion usually. At 48 to 72 hours and even at more than 72 hours, exchange transfusion is required only if the bilirubin level is more than 25 milligrams per DL. Okay. So this, of course, we are talking about an otherwise well-termed neonate. Okay. But you will be surprised to know that in a baby with RH incompatibility, so in a baby who has RH incompatibility, okay, so in those babies, we keep a very low threshold for exchange transfusion. So in them, if the bilirubin, so we do the bilirubin level even from the umbilical cord blood, that means as soon as the baby is born. So in RH incompatibility, the indication for exchange transfusion is cord blood bilirubin more than 5 milligram per DL. So isn't it really surprising? So even if the bilirubin level is more than 5 in a baby with Rh incompatibility in the umbilical cord blood, that means as soon as the baby is born, then also we have to do exchange transfusion. Because if the baby is born, till then so much of hemolysis has occurred. That baby is having a bilirubin level more than 5 even at birth. That means he merits exchange transfusion. So indications for exchange transfusion in a baby with Rh incompatibility are cord blood bilirubin more than 5 mg per dl or cord blood hemoglobin less than 10 gram per dl. Okay, cord blood hemoglobin less than 10 grams per dl. Okay. Now, having said that, so we know now the cutoffs at which when to do phototherapy, when to do exchange transfusion in a neonate. But one thing you need to remember is that any baby at any point of time, if the baby is showing any neurological manifestations due to neonatal jaundice, then exchange transfusion is urgently required, irrespective of the bilirubin level. So, any baby with neonatal jaundice showing signs of bilirubin encephalopathy, like hypotonia can be there in early cases, seizures can be there, irritability can be there. So any baby who is showing signs of encephalopathy or CNS involvement, okay, along with neonatal jaundice, should receive exchange transfusion. So once bilirubin has crossed the blood-brain barrier and you are getting some CNS changes, that means it is a really severe situation. You cannot wait for the phototherapy to act. And so exchange transfusion has to be started immediately. Okay. So that is about, from a given case scenario, how do you decide what to do? Whether to reassure and do nothing, whether to do phototherapy, whether to do exchange transfusion. So moving back to our question. So this was a term baby who had a bilirubin otherwise well and who had a bilirubin level of 14 mg per dl on day 5. So the best answer is no active treatment is required for this baby, because this bilirubin level is well below the phototherapy cutoff and the baby is otherwise well, is not showing any signs of encephalopathy.